so this video, I'm going to show you how to do the adjustments. After I pinned this bodice onto the dress form, I had 3 things that I needed to take care of, and I marked it with my pencil. So here's the first one that I'll show you. I marked it here because it was like an 1/8 of an inch too big, so I wanted to make that a little bit tighter. So I'm going to fix that one first. So what you'll do is you'll take the seam ripper and just rip out. You don't have to rip it all out. Just you're going to gradually blend that seam back into this one, because this part up here at the top was fine. It was just down here that needed to be fixed. So what I'm going to do is, where that pencil mark is, that's where I'm going to stitch. So I'll mark that again with my pencil here. And so I'm going to pin there. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to sew from here, and I'm going to gradually blend that into this seam right here. So I'll show you what that looks like. Actually, I'll go from the top here and then I'll go down. So I'm going to back tack just like 2 stitches there just to secure that. And then I'm going to gradually blend that to where that stitching was. So now that should fit snug on the dress form. So you can see I kind of like blended that. So better look here, I blended it down into there. Okay, so that fixed that problem. The other one was that the top part of the bodice wasn't hitting the seam on the dress form, and it was off by just a little bit there. So once again, I'm going to rip this out, not all the way, because down here it fit fine. It was just up here at the top that was off just a little bit. So I'm going to just rip a few stitches out of here. And then I'll go and restitch that and blend it back into this seam here. So I'll show you what that looks like. Match your edges. And then here's my pencil mark right there. So that's where I'm going to start sewing, where that pencil mark is. And that should get it pretty close to what I need it to be. So I can show you now. So here was the original. There's the original stitching there. And then here's the new one. And I just blended that back down into there. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one as well. This one it was a little bit off too, so I'm going to move that over a little bit and then blend that into there. Now that you have made these corrections to this sample here, what you need to do is make a notation on the original pattern that the stitch line was a little bit bigger here, and that also you took away a little bit of the stitch line on this piece as well as this piece. So when you get ready to make the real version of this, you'll already have those corrections made on your pattern, so you don't have to do that adjusting on the real fabric that you're going to use.